This is a scary story about the family.
There was a woman who loved cooking for her family.
Every day for the past 2 weeks,
She cooked 3 meals a day, every day.
her husband, daughter, and son never said a word because it was so good.
She always made sure they were dressed well whenever she cooked for them.
Or whenever they watched TV together. Whenever they made her mad,
She put them in their spots and they stayed there for hours.
until she was ready for them again.
One day the woman was reading the newspaper.
And the headline was,
Father, son, and daughter still missing after 2 weeks.
the woman chuckled to herself and looked up at her family. She then said, "Who wants more food?"
Nobody answered. They just stared straight ahead motionless.
This is the scary story about the keys.
There was a young boy named James who was walking around at a park.
It was a beautiful day and he was enjoying the sun.
When James was about to get in his car
He realized he did not have his keys on him. Suddenly, an elderly man came up to him.
and said, "Hey kid, you dropped these."
James was confused on how this man had his keys, but he thought nothing of it.
He said, "Thanks sir," and grabbed the keys.
Suddenly, James began to feel lightheaded, and he then passed out.
When James woke up, he was in the back seat of the old man's car.
He then realized neither his hands or feet were tied,
The old man then noticed he was awake and tried to put a rag over his face,
but James got out of the way.
and punched the old man multiple times and jumped out of the car. He then ran to the nearest house and made them call the police.
When the police caught the man,
It turned out the old man who kidnapped James,
was a serial killer who killed over 50 people.
and James was about to be another one on his list.